Hi, I'm David Gugino, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about listening. Listening to other people's advice about how to use your money. Now, why am I bringing this up? Because actually, through some research and watching other YouTube videos, I realized a lot of financial advisors, like influential financial advisors, give advice, but when they're giving it to someone face to face, the person that they're giving it to either does not get it, does not want to listen, or does not think, hey, this is going to help me with my life. But when it comes to listening to someone, the first thing you have to do, and I think this is the biggest thing out of all of them, because not a lot of regular people do this when they're taking advice, is accept responsibility for where you are at in life. Because in the financial world, if you spend money, if you have debt, if you are a saver, if you're someone who has not lived life and just saved all their money, you have to accept responsibility. Hey, I'm upset with my life because all I did was save money and not spend it on any experience. I'm upset with my life because I used my credit card incorrectly and got in a bunch of debt. I'm upset because I spend money all the time and I can't control my spending. See, like the truth, sorry, my allergies. See, the truth will set you free with anything, but in the financial world, it will. Because a lot of people also want to ignore certain things, and ignoring things is a very big part. So, like when people go through financial advisors, go through the numbers and what people spend, what they pay, what they spend on bills or mortgage, a lot of people don't want to look at it. They just want to let life go on and let their money just go down the drain because it works for them, and it might. But for those people that it works for them, they're living paycheck to paycheck. They're not saving any money. Like, see where I'm getting at? It's like they're living the same, I say the same day every day. They're living the same week over and over, ignoring all these issues because it's worked for them, but through through the skin and the teeth, by like thin ice, I guess you could say. But when it comes to listening about a financial advisor, is take responsibility for your mistakes. Second, you have to listen yourself, because when a financial advisor is going to give you advice, he's going to go through all the crap, all of your issues that you have with money. And you just need to sit there and need to listen. Now, some of it might be implied. He might be calling you stupid. He also might raise his voice and just look at you like an idiot, but you have to think. Like the first one, you have to accept responsibility for where you are, and you have to be willing to embrace who you are as of right now in order to get to the next step in life. Not the easiest, but the most important project you ever work on in life is yourself. That is a very, very big thing. And the reason why that is for yourself is because when it comes to spending money, if you have money problems, don't go out with your friends. If you have money problems, don't go out and buy a car. Well, I really want the car. Well, you can't buy it, so don't buy it. So the third thing they'll probably talk about as they go through all this is like, what can I do to help you? Now, you in the shoes of the person who needs help, you have to think about, well, how am I going to ask for help? Like, you can't just be like, well, I want to spend. How do I make enough money so I can spend more? That is not a good way to do it. And the reason for that is, like with the spending example, is like, well, hey, you can move up in your job and like have a salary of 100 grand a year. Well, great. Well, I'm going to spend more. But your spending habits won't change after you get that job. Well, I mean, I want to spend more. How do I like put more money aside to spend more? That's the thing. You need to spend less. You need to put money aside to spend on just this one little thing that you enjoy doing, and then rebuild that money before you can spend it again. Really? Yep. See, that's how you need to ask. I say ask, I was the example of the financial advisor. But asking for help is like when it comes to spending. Ask like, well, how can I spend money on this particular activity or this kind of food or this thing every week or every day and be financially fine? Because that is doable. There are people who go to Starbucks 7 days a week. And if you do that math, I'll add up to maybe $50, maybe even $80 worth of Starbucks every week. And then if you do the math with that, I mean, That's $320 a month spent on Starbucks. Can you imagine that? That's the other reason, like in my last video when I talked about looking through your credit card. That's why you look through your credit card so you know how much you're spending a month. Oh, I don't even notice it. Well, think of what you could do with that $320. Or think of you could like go down on that and make it to $120 a month on Starbucks. You're saving that extra $200. Why am I going to save it? Just put it somewhere where you might need it or invest it. So that is the advice financial advisors will give you. How to, like, for one, have a fun activity and while still trying to maintain financial freedom. Like Ramit Sethi, what I really like about his teachings, he talks about spending money on things you love, but cutting costs mercilessly on things that you don't. I'm pretty sure he says that at the beginning of his book and at the beginning of his Netflix show. But what I like about that is, like, with that $320 a month on Starbucks, a bad financial advisor would be like, nope, you can't spend money on Starbucks at all. You're telling me I can't spend a single thing on Starbucks? So this happens now for some people who are in deep doo-doo of financial issues will have to make the ultimate sacrifice of not buying a certain thing they buy every week and or every day. But that's not what I'm talking about. Now, for those people, I want to say that's rare, but this is a completely different example. This is for someone who is just having financial issues. Not like major, like, hey, I got $5 to my name. Not like that. But what you need to think about when it comes to listening is the financial advisor or the influencer will give you the advice so you can spend money on things that you want and still be able to rebuild that money and or save more money or put money away in a retirement account or an account that earns you interest. But in this video, the first thing you need to do when it comes to listening to financial advice is accept responsibility for your mistakes. Sit there and listen while the other person tells you your mistakes, even if you act stupid. And then the third thing, ask for help in a way that will, like, something that will help you. So I guess a better example I could use is, this is a hard example because there are different ways to ask for help, but let's say saving money. Well, how will I ask for help? Well, ask like this. See, I save money all the time, and I have a lot of money, but I haven't spent on any experiences. So what can I do to have this particular experience or this particular product every week and once a month and still be financially free, still be saving a certain amount of money to my monthly income? With spending, how can I spend this every day and still manage to save and do this? See, it's like there is always a way to make things work. Now, obviously, there's outrage if your hobby costs $2,000 a week and you're making $40,000 a year. No, that's not gonna happen at all. But when it comes to that, people who spend a lot on one particular thing in 1 week and are financially fine, some live paycheck to paycheck, but others know how to have a conscious spending plan, which is one of my other videos. So they know how to do that so they never run out of money and they can enjoy their life by taking that certain amount of money they put aside in a particular spending plan so they can spend it every week and or every day on this particular product. Now, the reason why I'm specific with that is because those are two different things. I mean every week by once a week, and I mean every day, 7 days a week. So yeah, this is the video about listening to financial advice. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you all listen to this video and you all have a good day. That was a good